Hello Prime Coders, welcome back to Prime Coding channel. So in today's video, I will be talking about Cognizant interview experience. Yes, so today I got many interview experiences and yesterday as well. So I will be taking care of most of the unique ones. Okay, so this video will be helpful for you if you have upcoming Cognizant interview lineup. Okay, so yes, all the interview questions are totally real, so you can totally trust the resources. So GenC, GenC Pro and GenC Next are three roles that we're gonna cover in this particular video. So if you are new to this channel, please consider subscribing it, and without wasting time, let's hop in the questions. So yes, experience one, which is of GenC level, I want to add a few points. As you need to carry your laptop first, and why they are asking you to carry your laptop, so that you can code right there. Okay, you need to join in the superset meeting as well, where your whole meeting would be recorded, and whatever coding questions you got in the interview, you need to solve in your laptop on superset compiler. Clear? There also there will be interviewer online, as well as there would be interviewer offline. Both interviewer may ask you questions, so be prepared. Yes, but all the questions, programming questions, SQL questions, JavaScript questions, C# question, any type of question, you need to type it in superset compiler itself. Very clear. So intro, which is something not in resume specifically they ask about. So SQL, create a table, find fifth highest salary, distinct department, etc, etc. Okay, so you know that how you can find distinct department. Just you need to use the distinct, because in SQL, whatever question asks you to find, you just need to write the same. So fifth salary as well as create table. And remember, they told everything to do right away on their compiler itself. So Fibonacci series, there you need to explain your approach, and write the code too on the compiler, which should work properly. Now reverse a string. Okay, there would be a string that you should reverse very easily. Now you may ask, what about cluster, Aditya? So all interview are cluster specific. Okay, they only want to know that whether whatever cluster that is allocated to you, are you able to write code into that or not? Okay, because I got tons of people messages as well that bhaiya, I got C# as default, I have not selected that. But yes, in the interview, the interviewer asked me whether you know C# or not, and I said no. So he did ask me much questions, and he directly tell your interview is up, you can go. Okay, after just a simple basic introduction and basic questions. So try to prepare your cluster specific language as well, whether you know or not, that is another part, but prepare it, because they are providing jobs and you want jobs, so do that particular thing. Clear? So you have interface in OOPS, implementation of it. I always say in my OOPS preparation and whatever video I created for 100% questions video, there also I covered interface in detail, and see how specifically they asked about interface. So you can trust the resources which I share, because it's not an random babbling, it's about having the experience and letting you know everything beforehand of your interview dates. Clear? So finally and finalized keywords was asked in the interview. Why Cognizant, last cook food, relocate, do you have any questions or not? Okay, so these are the interview experience which gone till 40 minutes. And yes, if you are worrying about the time duration, I can say that 40 minutes to 80 minutes is the time duration. In the worst case 80 minutes, in the best case 40 minutes. Or if you are from GenC Pro Next, it doesn't matter, your interview may go after an hour as well. Okay, so experience 2, the interviewer asked for the intro and then discovered that the candidate don't know C# as per his cluster, so the interviewer asked him to leave the interview. Clear? Why I mentioned most of the people doubts has been cleared with this particular interview experience. So please, you might have few days with you, go and prepare C#, Java, Python as per your respective cluster. Very clear? So now, after preparing it, you need to test, otherwise you may spoil this particular opportunity. So there is an opportunity that you can avail, which is interview opportunity to the offer letter, so that you can make your parents proud. How? In-depth technical mock will be given to you, HR and managerial prep, where you can master the behavior questions and impress the Cognizant interviewer, full interview simulation, resume review, personalized feedback from expert guidance. Yes, we have experts from different companies and they have experience as well. So they will be taking your mock interviews, as I'm typically unavailable for few months as I'm working in a company, but not a problem. We have a cool set of people who can guide you up in multiple sets of aspects, so you don't need to worry. Okay, so we have www.primecoding.in, where you should visit and avail this chance, because you can't get this kind of thing on the internet, because we spend more than 90 minutes, isn't it? But which is not a joke. We'll cover most of the aspect of your resume, your behavior, your communication, all the core subject questions. So yes, this would be the best place to test yourself. Now, experience 3, which is GenC. Okay, again GenC, project discussion in deep. Then we have a pattern question. It can be any pattern question, so be prepared with that. So middle of a linked list, you need to find the middle of a linked list. I hope you remember, in the single linked list you need to find the middle of the linked list. Here they only ask you to build the code, which is the code function. But in the worst case, if you consider, you should know how to initialize a linked list so that you can insert nodes right away. SQL, which is create table, use, delete and truncate command. And I hope as you have watched my crash course for interview. Now, if you saw this coursework, it is not that it is paid. It is already available on my YT. You just need to check the playlist section. There you just need to find this particular crash course for interviews. Everything is aligned at a single place. It will hardly take 3 days to prepare if you prepare in an Indian manner. But let's say if you are too dedicated, a day is enough for you. Okay, so go and check that out. So overloading versus overriding. Then AIML basics like supervised and unsupervised learning, situation based questions, and day and night shift. Like, what is your thought on it? Okay. All the links of these particular videos, whatever I mentioned. Also, I will mention the success story, the students who got placed in the Cognizant. You can see their interview experiences. I will tag up into the I button above. You can just check that out in the description, or avail the links whichever I mentioned in this particular video. Now let's talk about GenC Pro. Okay. So intro, as very easy question. SQL, which is create table. Then search join questions, use of aggregate functions such as count, sum, max, mean, average. Okay, so please go forward. Now, a reversal linked list, you need to explain your approach first on the paper. Then they ask candidate to write the code on the superset compiler. Now multiply two numbers using bit. Okay, so you might be confused that how. So you can use left shift, like let's say a and 1, it will be having multiply by 2. But yes, there is a few things that you need to manipulate. You need to use while loop, mentioning everything inside it, then multiply it and divide it as well, so that you back to the normal phase. So you can find this on the internet, as this question is very trendy questions. Okay, so is Java is 100% object oriented language, and why? Now, if you have watched my 100% short questions which I uploaded, I will show you the resource as well. But if you have watched that particular video, I believe you have not missed this particular question, because I told you to language to become 100% object oriented language, what all checklist that language should have. Clear? Then implementation of a constructor, we should know. Project discussion in deep. Then why Cognizant? What is your weakness? Do you have any other offers, or do you have any questions? Very clear? Clear. So experience 5, which is GenC next experience. Intro, which is SQL, create a table and 2 joins questions. Very clear. String based questions. Fibonacci series. I think that I should not explain questions in depth, because these questions are very, very typical questions. If you want to have an idea of it, I recommend you to watch all of the interview experiences, which you can get on my particular channel. You will just check the description below, go to the Cognizant playlist, and right away skim through all of the interview experiences. Now, merge sort approach, like in merge sort, how the code works, what is a recursive calls, and how merge function you will be writing it. Now, polymorphism is one of the important and most famous question in Cognizant. Overriding and overloading implementation. I always say, whoever watched my 100% video, 100% that video, you might see in the recent uploads. Okay, in this particular week itself I uploaded, or I will try to put on the screen the thumbnail of that video. If you have watched that, no one can stop you to answer anything. Okay, so multi-threading, project discussion, tell me about few of latest trending technologies, questions on that. Why Cognizant? What is your weakness and what is your thought on relocate? So yes, these are the topics which I want to cover, and I already covered in depth with the explanations. I will tell you how you can claim the free resources. Okay, remember, free resources, because Prime Coding is famous for providing free resources, the quality content in free, and in return I just want a subscribe, a like, and a share from your side. That is your contribution to my and my team hard work. So let's look over how you can avail the free resources. On the screen, you can see it is a TopMate profile. Okay, you can see the TopMate website where they have multiple people who are working in good product-based companies, or it may be you aspire to go into company. You can connect with those employees and ask or seek for the guidance so that you can ace your upcoming or you can ace your dream company. Okay, not only that, you can avail the mock interviews, notes, and much more. So yes, you just need to click on see profile and apply Aditya-20 coupon code on any creator which is present on TopMate. Very clear, because no creator can provide a 20% discount, because I reduced all of my commission so that my coupon code becomes the strongest one and I can help my community member to avail it. Okay, but the thing here is you just need to open this particular prompt. Okay, search for the creator, and when you write Aditya Mishra Prime Coding, you will get this profile. Just click it. Okay, when you click on this particular profile, this will pop up, and yes, you can just see Cognizant latest interview experiences. Already mentioned 3. If you've gone through it, most of the question you will be able to answer. But the thing which I wrote of Cognizant interview 100% repeated questions, I just mark it as 2 rupees because I want all of you to contribute pennies so that you will think, okay, I contributed 2 rupees. I need to prepare, isn't it? Because providing it for free, people will forget about it. But if you pay a single rupee, I believe everyone will value the content which they are availing and they can prepare for upcoming things. So it is a very small amount, I believe. And I think most of you don't think to spend 2 rupees on this particular thing, because I want everything to be affordable to all of the members. Now it's upon you, whatever you want to, just avail it. Don't miss this golden opportunity, because here I have mentioned all of the important questions with the explanation, and believe me, the interview experience which I shown, most of the question you can find here in this Cognizant 100% repeated questions. Okay, although they are free as well, you can claim whatever you love to. Everything is provided for free. Please consider subscribing to this channel. It will help me motivate my team to work harder and harder every day. Okay, so I will meet you with a new video soon. Until then, please don't forget to like this video, comment down below whatever doubts you have, and I will meet you with a new video.